Today I'm going to be carving a little owl bookmark. It's a simple project, but I thought it was really cute. I saw some people doing a variation of this online and I thought, well, I think maybe I can do that. It's a beginner project and Lord knows I'm a beginner. So here we go, a little owl bookmark. The first thing I did was take a hammer and chisel off a corner of a basswood block that I had. And then I used my carving knife to smooth out the area where I had chiseled it away from the block. Now I've seen people make this bookmark by cutting a stick in quarters and then carving it. But the stick I tried was twisted inside and it didn't split well. So I decided to just take the corner off of the basswood block I already had. However, a stick being longer would give you a longer bookmark. Once you have a smooth triangular stick, it's time to cut out all the features, and that's done with a series of stop cuts. The first two stop cuts are towards the top of the head and will create a V, and that will be the beginning of the feathered ear tufts for the owl. Interesting fact, the ear tufts have nothing to do with the ears, they're more like eyebrows. If you have stronger hands than mine, these cuts will go a lot faster. The next two stop cuts should be an inverted V that connect in the middle with the two stop cuts that you made previously, so it kind of makes an X. This is the beginning of creating the area around the eyes. And you'll notice that I didn't make my inverted V deep enough. It's a little bit too straight. Now I have to cut 4 little notches at the ends of each of those stop cuts that I made, and this will highlight the area around the eyes called the facial disc. The next step is to do a diagonal cut on the forehead of the owl. This, with the next two cuts, will further shape the ear tufts. Now I have to cut the V on top of the ear tufts. To do that, and do a stop cut on the center of the head, and then cut from each side to create that V shape. Here I'm shaping a little bit of the nape of the neck from the body, blending it into the neck. Now it's time for me to cut a stop cut at the bottom of the owl, and this is where the owl will sit on top of the book, and the rest of it, the wood will be inside the book as the book marker. So this has to be done in a series of stop cuts, one on top of the other, because that's the way the grain of the wood goes. If you try to go too deep to remove the wood up to the stop cut, you can split the whole thing. So you have to keep doing stop cut, slice away, stop cut, slice away, until you get low enough. Removing this wood takes a bit of time, so I'm just going to speed this part up. If you like these small beginner projects, check out my other videos, carving a rooster from a twig and a penguin out of basswood. I'll leave the links above. You can see here at the bottom of the bookmark I switched to the paring cut so that I don't split the grain. And then at the end, I'm just going to round off the tail, which is the bottom of the bookmark, and cut in some little notches so that it looks like a big tail feather. I used a pencil dipped in black acrylic paint to create the little eyes. And that was supposed to be it, but I don't much like it. And it's probably because I didn't do that second V deep enough. I did it a little too straight. so you don't really get a sense of where the beak is. So I'm just going to fiddle with it and then add some color to it until it's something that I like. So I started by rounding out the body a little bit more so that the chest and belly stuck out a little bit, and then made a couple of little cuts to create the illusion of wings. Then I thinned out the front of the ear tufts. And added little notches around the inside of the eyes where the beak would be, just to make it show up a little bit more. Then I just continued to repeat those kind of small cuts and adjustments until I got something that I liked. I added some watered down white acrylic paint to the stomach and around the eyes, and a little bit of orange to the beak, and then I coated the whole thing with linseed oil, and it was done. You can support my channel by subscribing so YouTube will share my videos with more people. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you ring that bell, you'll be notified every time I post a video. Thank you for watching.